guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Sonia and you're watching Domestic Diva. I am super excited today because today is my monthly DIY challenge, and I will be sharing 3 farmhousey type of DIYs with you. Lots of chalk paint as usual, but I'm excited about these. I am one of them not sure what I'm gonna use it for, but I know it will get used because I love the way I had envisioned it to turn out. So make sure you watch it. And like I said, this is a challenge. So I had about a couple weeks ago put out an invitation and invited people to join me for my monthly challenge. I did not have a theme this month. Last month was Mother's Day. This month I did not have a theme. So actually last month was Mother's Day and Cinco de Mayo, but this month no theme. I will be doing another one next month, so stay tuned for that invite. Like I said, I had put out an invitation, invited people, anyone who wanted to join in. So there will be a playlist of all the people that are joining me, so make sure you go check out that playlist for tons of inspiration, and I guarantee you are going to be inspired. So without further ado, we are going to get started on mine. So the first one is very simple. I have this piece of wood and I had picked this up, and I can't honestly remember. I think it was a Dollar Tree. And I will be painting this wood and then applying this one. So I'm going to get started with painting my wood, so that way it starts to get drying. So for the paint, I will be using the Annie Sloan Original, and I had thought I had used it all up, but there is still some and it's dry. So I just want to show you what happens when it's dry. And so I'm just going to let this get loose a little bit. As you can see, it's coming loose, softened. I have more if this doesn't work, but it usually does work. So here we go. Still a little dry chunks, but I think this will be enough for the projects that I have in mind. So this used to be called Old White and now it's called Original. So I do not want a overly heavy coat. I just want some stuff to show through as well, some of the wood. So I'm gonna apply it. Then I'm just going to spray it with a little bit with water and just use a rag to spread it out.
Stars, but now it feels just like I wandered off into a room and closed the door behind me. I never gave the key to you, even though I wanted to.
So I am going to let this dry now before I apply that, because I want it to be able to stick quite well. So here is my board and my little thing, and I also have this little tool from Pampered Chef, and I'm going to apply this hopefully without a hiccup.
Should have been you. Driving to your place, but now the ground is shaking. Could be a phase, but it feels like.
So I think that looks really good. Now if you wanted to make it a lot more permanent, I would suggest you apply a layer of Mod Podge on it.
Should have been you.
So my next project is, I have this watering can that I had picked up at Dollarama. I have been using it for watering my plants, but I do find that it's not big enough and I have to refill it quite a bit. So I saw this one design and I kind of liked it, so I'm going to either freehand it or I'm going to print it out and transfer it. I haven't quite decided yet on what I'm gonna do, but the first thing that I know I have to do is I want to paint it. And again, I am using the same paint, the old white, to give it a coat of paint. And I also wanted to mention that I have 2 more challenges on my channel. One is a trash to treasure, and one is a useful DIY challenge. So make sure you check out those invitations as well if you wish to participate. I just think challenges are a great way to meet other YouTubers that do similar things, to get tons of different inspirations, ideas for your home decor, or for anything else that the challenges might be about. So as you can see, I dipped my paint twice, and it has taken me, allowed me to paint the whole watering can. So now I'm going to let this dry as well before I move on to a different thing. So there is this a little design that I really like, and now I can get a free printable, but I thought I'm gonna give it a try and freehand it on here. So I love using, if you watched some of my videos, you know I love to use these Sharpie water-based paint markers. I think they work really well. So I'm gonna give it a try. If worst comes to worst and doesn't work out, I can always paint over it and just do a design. So I'm gonna start with my leaves. Actually, just thinking I'm going to put this as a form, just so I get a somewhat of a perfect circle. Doesn't have to be 100% perfect, but at least the shape of a circle. There.
We've been fighting forever, gone over this 1,000 times before. Baby, it's now or never. Gotta leave this town, and I know what you're asking for. You say it's out of my reach, but I can't pretend no more.
It's not very centered, but I think it looks really cute. I'm just going to finish up with a little bit of the leaves around, just to fill them a little bit.
You can't ask me to surrender when reaching for the dream keeps me alive. 'Cause it's keeping.
And then on this side, I think I'm just going to do the lettering, because I can't fit it under there.
Interstate might take me nowhere. Anywhere is better than the places I have been.
this will look really pretty in my garden. So I will show you what all of them look like. Now for my third project. For my third project, I have these tins that I picked up a while ago, and I just want to kind of distress them a little bit, make them look more farmhousey. I haven't quite decided what I'm gonna use these for. I have that ladder that I made for one of my trash to treasures that I was hanging them up with some herbs, but I do want to just distress this a little bit. It's too shiny. But I was also thinking that I could put a little liners in here and use them for s'more stuff, and just figure out where I'm gonna hang it, because I can't really have these sitting on the ground because I have a puppy that will get into anything. But I thought that would be kind of neat idea. Or it would be also nice if you're having like a party or something and you can put your utensils, straw, napkins, all sorts of stuff in there, and you can just hang it somewhere. I have to figure out where I'm gonna hang that, but nevertheless I do want to de-stress them, and for that I will be using a couple different paints, but I know I'm going to start off with the same white, and then I'm going to probably move on to a grayish paint after, just to give it a, not necessarily a how should I say, not necessarily a concrete look like I did for one of my pots outside, but more of a galvanized look. But I didn't want it to use the vinegar technique that I used on one of them. I wanted to try and achieve that with this paint. So I'm gonna use French linen. And just brush it all over, but in no particular way.
Once felt I'm done with the defense, drove back and climbed over your fence, had to show you that I was a mess. So you were shrugging your shoulders, I'm closed off, that's what I told you. Soon enough, everything started to change.
For the last paint, I'm actually going to go with black acrylic. I'm just going to spray water a little bit just to wet it. Take some off.
Riding on the dizzying heights.
And you want to do this before the paints, either one of the coats, completely dries, because then it will be easier to blend it all together.
We're wrong, it was way more than a dream. We climbed up, yeah, over the hillside, so right, we stood there all wide-eyed, you and I.
There, just to kind of show you what it looks like now. I think that looks really good. And you don't want to go heavy, so make sure you dab off a lot off before you even start dabbing.
I'm standing on the dizzying heights.
So here is this one. I just have to do the handle. top. So my next, the last step, I have this spun gold acrylic paint. And I'm just going to darken it a little bit. I'll try adding a little bit of red to it. See what color that gives me. I want to add a drop of brown. So I was kind of trying to get like a bronzy color, which I think on camera looks more orangey, but it is quite bronzy. And then I'm just going to take a small paintbrush and again take a lot of the paint off and then just go over the little ridges or anywhere that it would be almost like a wear and tear. And then I'm going to take that rag and just dab it in, and I think it'll just give it a little bit more character. And some can be thinner, thicker.
It's 2 a.m. and I can't fall asleep, 'cause I'm not tired. I'm thinking about the days we used to shine.
There, I think it just gave it a little bit of extra color and extra distressing, I guess. So I'm going to just do the same thing for on the handles and just couple top areas, and then I'm going to repeat the same thing for all three.
Like calling, but it's too late now. I just miss you. I just miss you. We were such a
So here it is. I do like the way it looks. I just wish it was a little bit more centered. But like I said, easy fix if I really wanted to. So here are the 3 buckets. I just hung them up so you could see how they look hung up. I will be definitely using them for serving stuff. I just have to figure out a place that I can hang them like this. And here is a closer look of what they look. I do think they look really good galvanized, really close to a galvanized pots. Always my shadow. So here is the sign. I do love the way this turned out. I love the way the the paint worked out. It looks almost like a stain. Such a quick and easy technique. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, give me a thumbs up and don't forget to check out the playlist. And I would like to thank everybody that participated in this challenge. So until next time, see you guys in my next video. Hope you guys have a wonderful day.